Susan Lees. I'm the City Events Manager for Culture Liverpool, and I'm the Project Manager for Liverpool International Music Festival. Culture Liverpool, we're part of Liverpool City Council in a very fortunate position. We're here to put on the major outdoor events of the city. From the events team point of view, Culture Liverpool encompasses the film office, tourism, marketing, the commercial team. So we're quite a large team in our remit really. But from my team, we do the major outdoor events, and it's our job to do the weird and the wonderful really. Everything from the music festivals to fireworks displays to football parades if we need to do those, everything on the river, so it can get very, very varied for us. So obviously music and Liverpool go hand in hand. So this is the third year of the Liverpool International Music Festival, and we're just growing, strength on strength. But we are in a very fortunate position that, they see the drive and the benefit of doing things like this. The economic benefit to the city. The hotels are full, the restaurants, are getting all the income. And obviously, again, paying kind of homage to the city's roots at the same time, and really kind of building on, the history and the culture, what the city's famous for, is music, and that's kind of why we're celebrating it here today. LIMF started in 2013. It was the kind of the replacement for Mathew Street, so we took some elements of Mathew Street that we felt that worked and brought them into the music festival, but the whole idea was rebranding, moving the festival, completely changing the footprint of it. We wanted a music festival on August Bank Holiday, but we needed to move away from the whole Mathew Street brand. Obviously as a City Council we have to tender everything, and REM won the tender to be our production and site management team for the year for the event, so we've been lucky enough to work with them on all the OMC events and then on to LIMF, and I've worked with Mike for a few years now. Great team, and we've had the experience and the knowledge of this event, this one particularly. Third year in, that's the third year of working with the REM as well, so that team has really gelled, and we know everybody's strengths and we know exactly everybody's expertise, and together we work really well to put on this event. So it's 11 months in the planning between us, but as I say, it's quite an event now. 3 years on, it's growing legs every single year, but the benefit is that we all know what works well, what doesn't, what we need to change, and so we've really built that partnership up to bring it to where it is. Mike's knowledge, especially in the private industry, is something that, we do, draw on his knowledge really, especially when we're trying to be more commercial, and that's great really, having that partnership and, working with Mike for the past few years, we really have built up, this great rapport really. But yeah, obviously Mike's out there doing all different events this week, and we've got, his team on site that we've worked with now for a couple of years, and I say they've been fantastic, and they've really helped to pull this event together.
We're at Liverpool International Music Festival, our second year of doing the site production management of that. It's part of a bigger contract with Culture Liverpool, where we are delivering 6 of their major events this year and into next year. So this is our big music festival that we're doing the site production for. We provide a project management team that have worked in Liverpool for the last 8 months. They, working with Culture Liverpool, have put together quite a visionary programme of events, some unique, some very unique ones, and delivering the hardware, the infrastructure, and some advice on concessions and commerciality. So we've kind of worked together in partnership for the best part of the year. So a varied programme, from big harbour events, massive ships on the Mersey, big crowds, to free music events. Free events this year have seen a swell of audience numbers all over the country. And in Liverpool in particular, we've been helping with how we might manage a large attendance, what infrastructure is required, and offering not just production advice, but in some circumstances safety advice, layout advice, CAD design, and it's worked. And I think REM's and working with Tess as well, we've showed our true colours here. Or, the difference between a free event and a ticket event, conditions of entry. I mean, there isn't a barrier stopping people getting in here, although there's lots of space. So, you've got to have sort of a broad aspect view of it in order to sort of accommodate what a free audience is, the difference between a ticketed audience and a free audience. You get a wider demographic of person. So from 4-year-olds to 84-year-olds, if you like. And what Culture Liverpool have offered this year is a programme for all those needs. So it's a really interesting outlook on what events mean. And Liverpool, along with other cities, are driving that forward. It's good to keep your population happy and make sure that what they get is not the same each year. The City Council or Culture Liverpool do the procurement, but we will advise on what we need, how we need it. If you're going to attract big name acts, you've got to have the right production kit. And we've worked with a lot of these acts before, whereas the Culture Liverpool won't have worked with them before, so we can offer advice what they need, when they need it, and how they should need it. And that's quite a value. We don't claim to be a big production management house, but we have done lots of these types of events. We work all over the country, and where you find local suppliers, if Company X has got a yard in Walton, Liverpool, well, we'll use Company X. It's pointless driving miles and miles with lorry after lorry, and when there's something on the doorstep. So we try and use as many local suppliers as we can that have got the right type of kit for the production values. It's important that you add some social value back into what you're actually doing here. It's the temptation to put everything on a motorway, and we've got an environmental policy that says no, we'll get local suppliers and we'll use local suppliers, and we'll improve what they're doing as well on site, and that's happened year on year. I mean, the legacy of what we've done here with Culture Liverpool, long may it continue. It's an open market process, and we've got to win that work, but I think year on year, because of the improvements and a really visionary programme, then I'd like to think that we can keep going and offer our services for a long time into the future.
We're never resting on our laurels, always kind of looking at what is different. How can we put Liverpool on the map to make things, to stand out from the crowd, really. This is obviously one big way. There's not many places that do, free big outdoor events that are free, especially music festivals. We had Basement Jacks here on Saturday night. I don't think they're doing another free gig in the country this year. Labyrinth last night, you don't get that. You're paying £30-40 normally a ticket. So we do like to stand out and definitely see, how and what everybody else is doing. We'll see how Liverpool can, better it, turn it on its head, change it, and like I say, we like the weird and the wonderful. We do everything that's, a bit crazy.